Hello everyone and welcome to the Great Western Forum in Los Angeles, where the St. Louis Blues replay their 5th game of the season against the Los Angeles Kings, and after 2 periods the score is 3-2 in favour of the Blues. So we're about to start the 3rd period, and Curtis Joseph making his debut this season for St. Louis. And we have a face-off between, we're on a power play very shortly to run out, so we've got a face-off between Brind'Amour and Gretzky's the favourite and he wins it, and it goes to Thomas Sandstrom. First pass doesn't take any time off the clock as it's a power play. Takeaway to the right wing is an 8, and it is not, so it goes to the left defender Duchene. 23 is a pass, and as he passes the puck, the penalty expires. Takeaway if the left wing's take is a 6, and it is not, so Duchene gets it over to Thomas Sandstrom, and at 29 he will look to pass. Takeaway if the right wing's take is a 3, and it is, so he loses the puck to Sutter, and St. Louis come up the ice. Lose puck if the centre's hit is a 3, and it is not, so drops it back to Scott Stevens, who will drive over the blue line and take a shot. It's blocked if the centre's block is greater than 10, and it is not, so the shot is on target. 54. So Scott Stevens gets the first shot of this period. It's a shot 2, and a 54 is held by Kelly Hrudey, and we have a face-off. Running a 4 and Gretzky a 5, and so +1 makes it a tie, but the home team win it. So that will end up with Blake. So Running loses his face-off. 1 minute into the 3rd period. Forced dumping if the centre's defence is a 5, and it is not. So the right defender has it with a 38, so it's an assisted pass. He looks to pass, and he gets it over to the right wing for a 17, which is a shot 5 for Sandstrom. And Sandstrom, with that shot 40 on a shot 5, is a save by Curtis Joseph and a rebound. Offensive left wing is a 5. Defensive right defender +2 is an 8, so he loses out to St. Louis, and St. Louis will bring the puck up the ice. Loose puck if the right defender's hit is greater than 1, and it is, so we have a loose puck. Offensive left wing is a 6. Right defender +7, so he's going to lose out to Rob Blake. Rob Blake brings the puck up for the Kings. Penalty if the right wing's penalty is a 6, and it could possibly be, so we could have a penalty. Left wing 25, Luke Robitaille. 25 is going to be a shot 1, and the shot is on target. It's 53 on shot 1. It's a save and a rebound. Rebound goes to the defensive right defender, and the whistle goes. Was there a penalty? It is a 2, so it's a major penalty. Plus opponent if the penalty is greater than 5, so that would be the left defender, and it is not. But what's the major penalty? It's a fighting penalty, so it will be split between the 2 teams, but there could be a misconduct coming up as well. So it's 3rd period, St. Louis, and the time is 1:05, and the St. Louis player is Well, action-packed fun there. You might have guessed that my laptop dropped off my table because it's a small table, so Sutter gets 5 minutes for fighting. And we look at an assist, right defender 1. So yes, so Rob Blake is the Los Angeles Kings player who fought, and that's probably why the laptop fell off, because they were fighting. So Blake takes a 5-minute penalty for fighting. So does Sutter get an instigator penalty? No, he does not. So we're going to go to 4-on-4. For 5 minutes. How exciting is that? Not very hard. So we have a face-off between Courtnall and Granato, and the visiting right wing Brett Hull ends up with the puck. Force dumping if the defensive, well, they can't be because he's not on the ice, and that is a loose puck. Loose puck goes to the home right wing, who is Dave Taylor. Interception if the centre and the left wing have got a defensive 8, well, they don't. So right defender 3 gets a shot 1. It's a wide shot if the defensive left wing has got a defensive 9, and he does not. So 53 on the shot, on a shot 1 against Joseph is going to be saved, and there'll be a rebound. Offensive right wing +2 gives him 7. Left defense is a 5, so they will lose the puck to Brett Hull, and we'll have a line change. I think everything's settled down after that fight, and we're all still alive. And so, takeaway if the right defense's take is a 6, and it is not. So the centre, so it's a loose puck, as I can't give it to their centre because he's not on the ice. And there's going to be a face-off, whistle blows. So the face-off is going to be between Wilson and Kudelski, and Kudelski will win that, so Wilson loses the face-off. Penalty if the right wing's penalty is a 3 or more. Well, that could be the case, so we could end up with a 4-on-3 here. Left wing 21. It's going to be a pass. So he looks to pass. Interception if left wing left defense is 11. And it is not. So passes it over to the right wing Briot for a 12, which is losing the puck, and the whistle goes. So 32 Wilson. No, there isn't a penalty, so it's just a face-off. So again, Wilson will go against Kudelski for the face-off, and this time he wins the face-off. But there's a loose puck, and it is picked up by Busquets for Los Angeles. 3 minutes 20 gone in this period. In this final period, St. Louis lead 3-2 here at the Great Western Forum in Los Angeles. And just for your information, the real score was 4-1 to Los Angeles. So, force dumping if the left defense's defense is 8. And it is not. So the pass comes over to Brialt, and he loses the puck. And there is a loose puck because there's nobody at the centre position. Nobody again, so it's still loose. Offensive right wing. Ron Wilson is a 5 against the right defence +2, who is Waters, and he will take the puck away for Los Angeles. Intercepted centre and left wing is 10, and that is not the case, so Waters will have the puck and he'll look to pass. Loose puck if left defender's hit is an 8, and it is not. So that will be passed to Brialt, 38, and he looks for a great pass which he gets over to Kudelski, 29, and he'll get a shot 4. And that shot will be on target. 98 on the shot 4 is a save, and guides out to the right wing Ron Wilson, and there'll be a line change. Now there Blake can't come on, so they'll skip that line, the defensive line. And St. Louis come up with a puck. 4 minutes 40 gone. 2 minutes left on the 2 major penalties. Interception if right wing and right defence is 12. 2 and 2 is not, so the puck will go over to Raglan, sorry. 38. He's looking for a great pass, which would have gone to the centre, but it ends up as a loose puck. Offensive right defence against left wing. Right defender is a 6. Left wing is a 5. So the right defender, Paul Cavallini, has the puck. And intercepted the centre and left wing are greater than 9, and they are not. So he skates and passes and gets it back, 32, and he's looking to pass. Right defence take is 7, and it is not, so gets it over to Raglan, 37, and he'll look to pass. Take away if left defence's take is a 7, and it is not. So he will get it over to Gino Cavallini, 26, and he will lose the puck. And it will end up as a loose puck in the centre of the ice. Offensive right defence +3, which is an 8, against the defensive left wing, which is a 5. So Halkidis keeps the puck for Los Angeles. Interception if the right wing right defence is an 8. 2 and 4, so no. And Jay Miller gets the puck and he's looking to pass, and there'll be a line change. Forced dumping if the centre is 5, well he's not, so he drops it back to the blue line and the right defender Waters, 33, and he's looking to pass, and the penalties are over. So we're back to 5 on 5, intercepting centre and left and right wing is 12, and it is not, so Waters puts it over the blue line to Busquets, who looks to pass. Left wing left defence greater than 5. And it is, so that's intercepted, and it will end up with Rich Sutter back on the ice after the fight. Forced dumping if the right defence is greater than 5. And it is not, so it ends up with Marios for St. Louis at the left wing spot, 34, and he's looking to pass. Loose puck if the right defender's hit is greater than 6, and it is not. So it comes to a cliff running. 17, and he will lose the puck. Right wing will break if it's a 4, and he is not. So Los Angeles recover the puck and come up the ice. Penalty if the right defence's penalty is a 5 or more, and this could be a penalty on Featherstone. Left defense 28, looking to pass, and we have a line change. So we've got to keep an eye on Featherstone. He could be picking up a penalty for St. Louis. Centre right wing greater than 10. No, so left defender takes a shot, 22, or looks to do something, and he's going to pass it. Left wing hit greater than 5. No, and he gets it over to Dave Taylor, 38, and he gets a great pass over to the right wing. Tony Granato, 19, shot 4, and it's a goal. So in the third period, Los Angeles, and the time is 8:39, sorry, and it's their second delayed penalty, and Granato, the lowest player, gets the first assist. And we've got 2, so I'll give it to Duchesne. Is there a second one? Right wing 4. And Taylor gets the other assist. So the score is tied at 3-3. There is no penalty as it was delayed. Game all tied up. And we have a face-off between Manesso and Brad Jones. And it's won by Manesso. And he will also keep the puck. So St. Louis then, take away if the left defence's take is a 3, and it is. So he'll lose it to Brian Benning. And Brian Benning, instead of left defense, right defense is greater than 10, and he is not. Benning gets it over to Brad Jones, who has lost the puck to Ron Wilson. St. Louis have the puck in the centre of the ice, force dumping if the left defence's defense is a 2, and it is. So Wilson dumps the puck in. Right defense chases it down, so Halkidis chases the puck down, and Los Angeles have the puck. They've tied the game up at 3-3. Takeaway if the left wing's take is a 3, and it is. So Lowry takes the puck back for St. Louis, and we'll change lines. 3-3, game 5. St. Louis's current record is 2-2 on this season. Game 6 will be against the Houston Oilers on the road at Houston. That will be game 6. Force dumping if the left defence's defense is a 3, and it is not. So the right defender, the puck is dropped back to Featherstone, and he loses the puck. Left wing breaks if his break is a 5 or more, and it is. So breakaway for Jay Miller. 83 on a shot 5. So Curtis Joseph stands tall and saves and covers the puck for a face-off, and McLean will face off against Casper, and Casper will win the face-off against McLean. Interception of centre and left wing is 11, and it is not. So Watters gets over the blue line and he looks to pass in the St. Louis zone. Left wing's hit greater than 7. No. So he'll skate around and still looking to pass. Forced dumping if the right wing is a 5 or more. And he's not. So the left wing, Jay Miller, gets the puck, 27, and he's looking to pass. Loose puck if the left defender's hit is a 4, and he is not. And he passes it over to Bjugstad. And he loses the puck. Right wing break if his break is 4 or more, which it is not. So Cavallini will pick up the puck for St. Louis. Takeaway if the right wing's take is 5 or more. It is not. So Cavallini gets it over to Raglan, 36, and he will look to pass. Right wing's take greater than 5. No, it is not. So bit of passing interchange, and then Raglan loses the puck. Centre break greater than 10. No. So Kasper takes the puck back, and we have a line change at the halfway stage of this third period. St. Louis 3 and Los Angeles Kings 3. You missed the fight, everything got knocked off the table. You'll be able to see that if you watch this video, or you'll already have seen it because I've just told you about it. So interception is centre and right wing are greater than 6. So the centre is a 2, the right wing is a 3. So no. Drops the puck back to the blue line on the left defence and 6. So a shot 1 for Duchesne. Wide shot if the defensive centre is an 8, and he isn't. So Duchesne gets his shot off on a 4 on a shot 1, and it's a rebound. Offensive right wing is a 7. Left defence plus 4 is a 7. So it's tied, so it will go to Sundstrom, so he'll get the shot. Blocked if the centre's block is a 7, and it is not. So it's an 8 on a shot. Didn't check the number yet. A shot 5, and so goal! So Los Angeles, the goal timed at 10:19, even-handed, scored by Sundstrom. Assisted by Robitaille. Can't be the right wing. And Rob Blake. And St. Louis, from leading at the start of the period, are now behind with less than 10 minutes to go in the game. St. Louis 3, LA Kings 4. So face off Adam Oates against Elik, and Oates wins the face off. And the puck ends up with Paul Cavallini. Centre and left wing 7. No, they're not. So the right defender has it. Cavallini, 23, looking to pass. 11 minutes gone, and there's a penalty of centre 7. No, it is not. Cavallini gets it over to Oates, and Oates is looking for a great pass. And he gets a great pass and drops it back to the blue line to Scott Stevens, 29. It's going to be a shot 0 though. Not that great a pass. And so 20, and that is the first shot, second shot for St. Louis, both by Scott Stevens. 20 on his shot, 0 is going to be a rebound, and that is going to be picked up by Benning. Left defence penalty greater than 6. No, it is not. So right defender Halkidis has the puck and he's looking to pass. Centre right wing 8. No. Passes it over the blue line to Benning, who again will look to pass. Right defence penalty of 3. Well, it could be. So Paul Cavallini could end up in the box here. And centre 33 is going to be a great pass to the left defender, drops it back, and a 12 is a shot 3. 67 on a shot 3 is going to be a save by Joseph. Whistle blows. And did we get a penalty? 11. Yes, we did. So another St. Louis penalty, and this time it is timed at 11:46, and it's for Paul Cavallini. 2 minutes for elbowing. We really could have done without that. So face off then between Courtnall and Ellick. And Ellick will win the face off. And he'll drop it back to Halkidis. First passage does not get timed. Does the right defender have a take of 2? It does, so Featherstone will take the puck back for St. Louis, and there will be a line change. And Jeff Brown has the puck for St. Louis. Take away if the centre's take is a 1, and it is, so he will lose it to Brad Jones. Is the left defence's take an 8? It is not, so Jones gets it over to Briault for a 2, which is a shot 3. And so that shot is on target, and with an 85 on the shot 3 is going to be saved and held by Curtis Joseph. Face off is going to end up with Brad Jones. Warren losing, sorry, hang on a second. It is not. It is going to end up, well, yes it is. It's going to end up with Brad Jones, so Ray Wilson loses the, Ron Wilson loses the face off. First pass does not count as a time. Penalty, if any defender's penalty is a 20 or more, and let's hope not, and it isn't. So right defender Waters has the puck, 35 is looking to pass. Left wing left defence greater than 6, no, so passes it to Briault, 32, he's looking to pass. Right defence is a 1, yes, so they're going to dump it in. And that's going to be recovered by Curtis Joseph, and he'll play that out to Harold Schnetz. Is the centre's penalty a 1? It could be, so we may have a penalty coming up against Los Angeles. Goes to the centre, so it's a loose puck. And he'll lose it to Brad Jones because he is on the ice. And the whistle will go. So do we have a penalty? It's a goalie penalty. So the goalie penalty, he has got a penalty rating of 2. So let's have a look. 38, so there isn't a penalty at all, it's just a face-off. And it is going to be Wilson against Jones. And Wilson wins this face-off. Gets the puck back to Jeff Brown. Interception at the centre of the right wing's defence is an 11. And it is not. So he gets it over to Howard Schneps, an 8. And he ices the puck. And with that, the penalty is over. Loose puck if the left wing's hit is greater than 1. And it is. So we have a loose puck. Offensive left defender is a 4. So it's going to end up with the right wing Ron Wilson. And he will pass and lines will change. And St. Louis have the puck. Takeaway if the centre's take is a 5, and it is not. So drops the puck onto the blue line for Paul Cavallini, and he will take a shot. It's on target. It's an 8 on a shot 1. Saved and rebound. So the rebound, offensive right wing, is a 6. Left defender +6, so it's going to be picked up by Duchesne for Los Angeles. Right defender's hit is greater than 3, and it is, so it's a loose puck again. Offensive right defense +4 is a 9. Left wing +2 is a 7, so Rob Blake has the puck. Left wing dumping 6, no, but puck ends up with Björkstad. And he will look to pass. 15 minutes gone in this third period. Right wing's hit a 5. No. Gets the puck over to Jay Miller, 23. And he'll look to pass. Interception if the right wing right defence is a 6. And it is. So it gets intercepted and it ends up with Raglan. And Raglan has the puck. 16 minutes gone. Any penalty of 16 on the defence? No. So, left wing 35, Raglan looks to pass and we'll have a line change. Under 4 minutes left in this game, St. Louis trail by the 1 goal. And Brindamore has the puck. Loose puck if the left one's hit is a 3, and it isn't. So, puck comes over to Rod Sutter, 32, and he'll look to pass the puck. Left defense is a 4, and it is not, so he will skate around and look at an 11. Shot 2 for Rod Sutter. Is the right defender's block a 9? No, it isn't, so Sutter gets his shot off, and it's an 89 on a shot 2, which is going to be a save and played out to Benning. Loose puck if the centre's hit is a 6, and it is not. So left defence has the chance, so Benning over the line, but he loses the puck. Does the break have a 6 or more? No, he doesn't, so running picks up for St. Louis. Takeaway if the left wing's take is a 5 or more, and it isn't. So it drops it over to Sutter, 19. Sutter gets a shot 1, and the shot is on target. 43. Saved and rebound. And the rebound comes out to Cliff Running. 32 is going to be a shot 3. Is the right defender's defense of 5? No, it isn't. So Running gets the rebound shot off on a 39. On a shot. What was the penalty number? 32 on a shot 3. 39 on a shot 3 is a save and another rebound. And this time the defensive left defender Benning collects the puck, and Los Angeles will come up the ice. Penalty if any defender is an 8. And we don't have an 8. Gretzky has the puck, 39, looking for a great pass. And he gets that to Sandstrom, 32, is going to be shot 4. Shot is on target. 99 on the shot 4 is a save and ends up with running. And we're into the last 2 minutes. Takeaway if the take is 8 or more. We're going to 4 checkers now for St. Louis. And they don't, so it's the center 20. And he's looking to pass, and we're going to have a line change. In fact, we're going to call a timeout, and St. Louis are going to pull their goalie. So St. Louis have got Rich Sutter on as the 4th, the number 6 player, the 4th attacker, and we have a face-off. So it is Oates against Elick, and Elick will win that battle and eventually keep the puck himself. Into the last 2 minutes, they're playing 1 4-checker. St. Louis are playing 3. Interception if the centre and the left wing's 12. Centre is a 5. 3. Left wing is a 5, so it's not. So the right defender has the puck, 9. And he's going to take a shot wide if the defensive left wing is a 6. And it isn't. It's a shot on goal, but it's a shot 0, so he ain't going to score. Yes, he is going to score. It's a goal. It's an empty net goal. So forgot that we'd taken the goalie out. Timed at 18:15. An empty net goal for Rob Blake. The high assist gets the first assist, which will be Elick. And second assist to the left defender, Duchesne. So, just like that. St. Louis are out of the game really now, so we'll bring the goalie back on. And we have a face-off between Running and Jones. And Jones will win it and drop that back to Busquets. Force dumping if the left wing is an 8. And he's not, so he passes it over to Waters. And Waters will look to pass. Right wing penalty is 1, and it could be, so indiscipline now from St. Louis. Left wing 31, he's looking to pass. If the right wings take a 4, no it isn't, so he drops it back to the blue line. And Busquets will take a shot. 14 on a shot 1 is going to be a save and a rebound. The rebound will come to Kudelski, 32, and that will be a shot 3. Does the defensive centre have a defence of 10? No, it doesn't, so that shot is on target. And it is a 9 on the shot 3. And Los Angeles is just running riot now. So it's a delayed penalty goal again. And this time it is timed at 19:19. and Kudelski gets the goal. Assists. Does the left defender have a 3? No, he doesn't. The right defender has a 1. Yes, Waters gets an assist. And the third highest. So that will be Busquets. He will get an assist. Oh, not a good result for the Blues today. Within the last minute now, we've conceded 3 goals in this period. We have a face-off between Meso and Casper, and Meso will win that one for St. Louis. The puck will end up with Featherstone. Will pass, take away if the right wing's take is a 7, and it is not. Passes it over to Marios, 34. He will look to pass. Right defence take is a 1, and it is. So Halkidis takes the puck away, and that is the end of the game. So the final score from Los Angeles, St. Louis Blues 3, Los Angeles Kings 6, and we'll be back shortly with the roundup of the game. So there we have it, the final roundup of the game. And just to clarify, this was not Curtis Joseph's first game. So St. Louis 3, Los Angeles Kings 6. St. Louis had 30 shots on goals, 25 penalty minutes, and no power plays. The Kings, 39 shots on goals, 7 penalty minutes, and 4 power plays. The goalkeeper stats for Joseph now is conceded 8 goals in 67 shots for an average of 88.1. Ryan Doe, who is the other goalkeeper, currently 8 goals off 86 shots at 9.07. So hopefully you'll join us for the next game, which is game 6, and we will be in Houston, I believe it is, in Edmonton. So we're the Edmonton Oilers. So hopefully you'll join me again next time. Thanks very much for watching.